Good morning, and really thank you for being here today. My name is Ntombezinhle Modisele, and I consider myself a family of Dot Africa since many years ago, just doing some work with them. So for me, this gathering is always marked by very much of pride in seeing the family grow, and also the moment of being authentic about Africa and who we are as Africa. So as we take, I'm quite shorter than I thought. Today, as we undertake this great day under the banner of silencing the guns, which is something. When I heard from the first time from Mr. M, I was like, why are we silencing the guns? But as I grew into the family and I learned to understand that indeed we need to keep making and shouting about this very loudly. If you look at the news in the last couple of days, just in the last couple of days in our own country, you start to see and believe that Africa isn't as united as we wish it would. And I think all of us sitting here really are ambassadors of the United Africa. And hence is why it's so important that we do celebrate in prayer, in drumming, silencing the gun, to make our voices louder than the guns, to make our activation louder than the wars that are going on. And it doesn't have to be a stadium full of people. This is the beautiful part. It starts here like a pebble, and it will ripple through the whole ocean. And one day we hope to see a united Africa. So asikwazi uqala or do anything before sivule ngomthandazo. So bengisacela umfundisi Shange ukuthi please come and bless and open this ceremony with prayer. Thank you.
Morning. If bendazile ukuba abantu abalapha bakwazi ukucula onjengawe Jesu wami, Jesu wami, njengawe Jesu wami, onjengawe Jesu wami, Jesu wami. Ningamangali ke nindibona ndimfutshane apha in Africa, abantu bakhona bafutshane bonke. Awude baba bade is because siyesa add abanye abantu in Africa. I want to pray. I want to thank very much ukuba khona apha kwam kunye nabo bonke abantu abakhona. Tata Masilela, I want to thank you very much. Uba uthi sizoyivula ngomthandazo. So many years coming in here, sizovula ngomthandazo. There's a verse in Isaiah chapter 2, verse 4. They shall beat their swords into the power, and they'll make sure that ama-guns ayastop. Singama-Africa, I want to pray. Singama-Africa, asikwazi ukulwa. Sizama indlela yokustopa impi singama-Afrika. I like amaswazi abalwi amaswazi. Angakuthuka amaswazi until kube kuphele angalwanga nawe ngezandla. Now amaXhosa azawugida agide achanze abeSuthu re tla letsa diphala fela mare ntwa ya matsogo ga rena yona. Jwale ka jeno lena ke Africa Day, ne ke checka my Bible, it says a lot of prophets were born in Africa ezisebhayibhelini. Singena ku-New Testament nje sibuya ku-Old Testament sibuya ku-Africa. Remember when Moses was born in Africa, wakhulela khona beza nabo Zefaniya bakhulela eAfrica. Siphethe i-ministry from Africa. Siza nayo ku-New Testament. That is why I won't forget when Christ ephethe isiphambano sakhe basinikeza an African Jew ukuthi sithathe lesiphambano sika Christ sihambe naso. Why Christ was sent back eAfrica ukuthi uma befuna ukumbulala bahambuyisele back eAfrica is because umfanekiso kaChrist bekafana nabodaki. That is why bathi mawubuyele ekhaya le uzofika ube well secured. Wahlala khona waze wabuya futhi ezophila nabo seke secured because bekafana nathi. Hallelujah. uJesu azange afane namaJuda. He was an African Jew. That is why when they saw the man from Africa, but because these are brothers from Africa. Mayibonge inkosi. We are about to pray for Africa. I'm so sorry ukuthi uma soqala lenkonzo namhlanje eAfrica silwa nabantu abangene eAfrica bangene eSouth Africa ngongabi ngomthetho. Asikosha abantu kodwa mawungena ongase ngomthetho kumele ubuyele ekhaya lapho uvela khona. Sizobathandazisa nabo bakubuyelana ekhaya maningene ngaphandle komthetho eSouth Africa. Hallelujah. uNkulunkulu asenze kahle asikhulise as Africa. Sizo cula izingoma. Re tlo bina difila. Re tlo shapa di-drums. Re kgalemela ntwa ya matsogo. Re kgalemela di-bullets. Re kgalemela the guns. Modimo re thuse. Let's all stand up. Kubobo. Ageko. Zimingu napagate. Zimingu napagate. I'm going to pray as we close our eyes. Yizwa imita Sigelela Tina uzapolwa Yizwa imithandazo Yizwa imithandazo yethu Nkosi sikelela sikelela thina. Modimo ya mosa, modimo ya lereko, modimo ya lerato, modimo ya ntho tsotlhe, Thixo olungileyo, Thixo onamandla, Thixo wento zonke. Rawuleboga modimo wa rona, siyakubonga Yehova onamandla wonke kubo bonke Thixo akekho njengawe. Here's the day, today is the day of Africa. We are putting all the blessings upon Africa. Modimo ya rona ya matla otlhe, God of miracles. We are saying today, we are putting everything in your hands. Modimo ya mosa le mahao, re a ikopa kgotso ye e be teng modimo ya rona, re a ikopa kgotso ye theowe modimo, o modimo ya phelang, o modimo ya lereko, o modimo ya matla otlhe kubo bonke Thixo akekho njengawe. Naye Afrika modimo o re qadile qetello mo qalong qadileng teng modimo wa rona le bo Moses wa nyoloha le rona ho fihlela ka jeno lena modimo, le bo Ntate Mandela ba re siile modimo re ntse re lwanela bophelo bo botle modimo wa rona. Ra o kopa, yes, are the elections modimo ya matla otlhe, di-local elections, re kopa wena modimo Africa ene ke e bone botle le bophara le boholo ba hao mo South Africa. Modimo ya mosa, modimo ya lereko, modimo ya lerato, the mighty God, we put all the powers that we have into your hands to bring it back to us modimo. Do a miracles in this year modimo wa rona, ha re ya the election modimo. All the guns they must stop, all the weapons they must stop. We need the silent modimo into our new elections, the local government elections. Matla tswang wena modimo wa rona, o modimo ya phelang ka mehla le ka mehla, ana tshwanang le wena. Lebitso ke le matla la Jesu Kriste morena wa rona, lebitso ke le matla la bontate mogolo ba rona, lebitso ke le matla le Afrika modimo wa rona, lebitso ke le matla le ba robetseng modimo ba rona lefatshe lena. Ra o tshepa Kriste le kuleng matla otlhe jwale ka o sa feleng, e reng amen moruti. Hallelujah.
Siyabonga mfundisi. As we remember the continent today, we have a lot of heroes, and we always, in things like this, we mention those heroes. What I'd like today is also honor the women that hid the activists in their houses without knowing what's going to happen to them. The workers that crossed the borders to feed their families. The teachers that kept hope alive in classrooms, without enough books, and in classrooms that were cold without ventilation, just to make sure that an African child knows and has some education. We honor the nurses, the miners, the students, the artists, and the ordinary citizens that have carried Africa in their backs long before we learned what it's going to be. Africa is always called as emerging. I think it's time to take our stand and say that Africa has emerged. And those of us that are sitting here, we are Africa, and we will hold this emergence of Africa closely to our heart when we leave and go home, when we leave and go back to our workplaces that we're going to go to. Let's hold and remember the unseen. So to welcome us to this beautiful spiritual space that we're in, I'm going to ask Dr. Jane Famadi to come and officially welcome us to and tell us a little bit also about the ground that we're standing on. Thank you.
Thank you, Program Director, Mr. Masilela, the CEO of Dot Africa, Dr. Khalane, Bomme baka, Uh, Esteemed ladies and gentlemen, abafazi bengoma, I'm very excited to welcome you to Freedom Park, especially here at this sacred space called Isivivane. Freedom Park was conceptualized to celebrate our liberation heritage. When President Mandela in 1999 said that the day should not be far off when we shall have a people's shrine, a freedom park where we shall honor with all the dignity they deserve those who endured pain, so we should experience the joy of freedom. He was talking about Freedom Park. This is the shrine that Madiba dreamed about. Within this precinct, we have various elements. We have what we call Tapo, which is a Nama word for dream, an interpretive center that narrates the story of Southern Africa dating back 3.6 billion years. We have the main memorial monument, the Wall of Names, where to date we have just about 200,000 names inscribed of those who suffered for the freedom that we enjoy today. We look at the genocide of the Khoi and San. We look at the wars of resistance. We look at various forms of slavery. We look at the South African War, the Anglo-Boer War. We look at the World War I and II and the four arms of the liberation struggle. And I dare mention amongst the pillars of the liberation struggle, international solidarity, where we acknowledge and thank those from other countries who stood in solidarity with us so that we can attain the freedom that we enjoy today. The space that you're sitting in today for this sacred moment today as we commemorate Africa Day is Sivivane. It's our most sacred space. If you look behind me, there are 11 boulders in a cycle. 9 of these boulders come from each province of South Africa from a place of significance. The 10th boulder represents our national government, the democratic government, and the 11th boulder represent the solidarity of the international communities. And I think, Mr. Masilela, it was not a mistake that we chose this space for this drumming, especially as Africa, as we reflect on the journey that we have traversed. But as we remember that some countries many years ago came together to say, until the rest of the continent is free, we cannot be completely free. That was the first act of solidarity. So as we celebrate the formation of the OAU, now the AU, we remember that it is only through coming together that Africa attained its political freedom. And we are gathered here under this powerful theme of silencing the guns, which is part of the AU's Agenda 2063, one of the flagship programs. As we know that the dream, the vision was that by 2020 we would have silenced the gun. But I think we are struggling as a continent to silence these guns. And the AU then extended by another decade. We can only hope and pray that by 2030, the guns will be completely silenced. And as the program director alluded to, this Africa Day feels somewhat sad when we look at what is happening now. It shows that we take 3 steps forward and 2 steps backwards. We seem to be moving backwards and forward. But it seems, Mr. Masilela, that we don't have real progress. And I think this calls upon all of us, individually and collectively, to think and reflect on what is our roles. This day should be not just a calendar date. It must be a moment of reflection, a moment of celebration, but a moment of renewal. It reminds us of the resilience of our people, the courage of our heroes and our heroines. Program director spoke about the women leaders and heroines, and this enduring spirit that defied all odds for the continent to become free. It is a day that we should be celebrating our shared identity, our rich cultural heritage, and our collective aspiration for a peaceful, united, and prosperous Africa. And here at Freedom Park, as I said, this day holds special memories, special meaning, because in this site of remembrance, in this site of healing, we are entrusted with the responsibility to share the stories of those who fought for liberation, for dignity, and for human rights. And we can just hope that we are making a small impact towards the journey of healing across the continent, not just in South Africa. These stories reminds us that the freedom that we have today is hard won. It didn't come free. Many had to die. Many sacrificed a lot so that you and I can have just the simple freedom of gathering. And I think this theme, the team coined it, Mr. Masilela, beat the drums, silence the guns. It speaks directly to the reality of our continent. Because while we talk about this commendable progress that we have made in democracy and development, we must also acknowledge that our continent continues to face conflict, instability, and division. And we cannot forget the gender-based violence. The drum in our African tradition is more than just an instrument. It is a voice. It communicates various messages. It calls for the community to come together. It communicates for us to have that consciousness to think about each other, to remember that mutu ndi mutu nga vhathu. I am because we are. I am because I belong to a community, to a nation, and to a continent. And to silence the gun, in our view, it's not simply to end conflicts, but it is to continue actively with the dialogue. With what is happening in South Africa today, it really calls upon us to come together again in a dialogue so that we can resolve whatever differences we may have. And we believe that places like Freedom Park were established for these purposes, so that as we remind ourselves of the journey, as we remind ourselves of those that came before us from across the globe, we remember that we can overcome any differences. We need to focus more on what is it that binds us than what is it that divides us. And as I welcome you here at Isivivane, if you look at this space, we call it Lisaka. You can see that it is in a circular formation. The circle is a symbol of unity. Within a circle, there are no hierarchies. We are all equal. When we sit around a circle, we can see and face each other. And this is a strong symbol from our African cosmology and belief system. And this is Vivana. As you look at these boulders, we have taken it from an old African tenet that when a traveler was traveling and you were passing through a community or a village, and you were in a hurry to enter and greet, you will pick a stone, breathe on it, and put it, and a heap of stones will develop. And as each traveler does that, the message is, I'm one with you, I'm leaving a piece of you through my saliva or through my breath. That was a strong sense of solidarity and unity. And that is why we adopted that symbolism to construct Isivivane. You are all welcome, and we are looking forward to collaboration, working together as we continue to build Africa. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Jane. Thank you for welcoming us, and thank you for teaching us the history and the sacredness of where we are. This week has just been heavy in so many ways, because we are seeing an African turn against another African. We are seeing our brothers and sisters treated like strangers. We've been seeing fear, poverty, unemployment, misinformation in the digital age, and the frustration that has come with all of it. So, when we say silencing the gun, it's not about the gun that you see on TV, in an LA movie. There's different guns. Some guns are carried through language. Some guns are carried through prejudice. Some guns are carried through exclusion. Some are carried in the dangerous idea that Africans' suffering has got nothing to do with us. There is Africa and the rest of South Africa and the rest of Africa, which is something I'm constantly fighting in the office. To silence these guns is also to silence the hatred that make that violence acceptable and visible. So as we prepare for the drumming, abafazi bengoma, as they come to set up and start, let us remember that what the drum has always done, the drum has called people together before there was microphones. The drum carried messages before there were networks. The drum warned, celebrated, mourned, summoned, and united us. And today we drum for the Africa that has remembered how to recognize itself. We drum for a child in Sudan. We drum for a mother in the DRC. We drum for a migrant in the middle of Johannesburg. We drum for the trader at the border. We drum for the young person trying to build a future in Lagos, in Kigali, in Accra, in Nairobi, in Maputo, in everywhere possible in Africa. And we drum because peace must have a sound. And today, may that sound be louder than fear. So we gotta get abafazi to come and uplift us with the drum. And as we do so, let's remember the Africa that we are learning to recognize and the Africa we stand for. Thank you.
Africa, Africa, yeah, Africa, yeah, 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 Africa, Africa, yeah, Africa, Africa, yeah, Africa, Africa, yeah, Africa, Africa, yeah, boy. Yeah, Africa, yes, yeah, Africa, Africa, yeah, Africa, Africa, yeah, Africa. Morning, everybody. How are you guys doing? Awesome. We are Abafazi Bengoma, and once more, we are so glad and honored to be here, to be part of this beautiful initiative to silence the gun using the drums. Now, you guys have been watching us for a couple of minutes do what we can to really silence these guns. It's time for us to do it together. Remember, there is power in unity, right? Amen. Next to your chairs, there should be a small drum. So everybody grab your drum. Yeah. Nice, nice, nice. A word of warning before we go ahead having fun on the drums while silencing the guns. Those of us who are still wearing our rings, bracelets, watches, please take them off. Tiny will handle that for you guys. I'm kidding. Put them somewhere safe. There is a wooden ring underneath the skin of the drum. It might bruise your fingers or damage your belongings. We do not want that this morning. All right, everybody good? We're going to start in rhythm. Join in. Whatever comes to your mind, whatever you think fits into the rhythm, just go ahead. There is no wrong. Ne? Are you ready? Are you ready? Nice one. All right, let's do this. Silencing the guns using the drums. All right. So I'm going to count to 4. On 5, you all give me 1 beat on your drums. I count to 4. On 5, you give me 1 beat on your drums. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do this. In 1, 2, 3, 4. Just one, just one. I know you're feeling generous, ne? Me too. Just 1 beat, 1 beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Evo. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Nice one. Did I mention you guys look good? Yeah. I forgot, ne? You guys look nice. All right, 2 beats this time. Same concept. I count to 4. On 5, you give me 2 beats on your drums. Are you ready? Yebo. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, woza. Nice one. All right. Levels, ne? Let's try 5 beats. 5 beats, everybody. Are you ready? Yebo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, I know the generous spirit. We are African, we are generous, we give, ne? But only 5 for this time. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Evo, 1, 2, 3, 4. Evo, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice one, all right. Varsity level, ne? 9 beats. 9 beats, everybody. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. As easy as that, ne? All right, together we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 9 beats together. Once more. We go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you rumble. Evo. Taco. Nice, nice. 1, 2, 3, woza. Evo. Jesa. Eba, eba, eba. One, 2, 3, 4. All right, I know your hands must be aching, ne? So put the drums down for a second or so. I'm kidding. Put the drums down for now. And we shake, shake, shake. I'm giving you guys a remedy for sore hands. When you get home and those hands are still sore, ne? So this is what we do. Rub together. And we shake, shake, shake. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. And rub together once more. And you squeeze. Release. Squeeze. Release. And we squeeze. Release. And squeeze. Release. And we squeeze. Release. And we squeeze. And squeeze. And squeeze. And squeeze. And squeeze. And all right. So we're gonna play a game. We're gonna play a fun game called Step and Play. Ne? This means I step, you guys give me a beat. Ne? Good? And how? So I step, you guys give me a beat. That's easy, right? Everybody can see my feet, ne? Yebo? Yes, no, maybe? Yes? Okay, good. Let's try this. Are you ready? Yeah. Nice. What's that? Yebo. What's that? Yebo, yebo. What's that? Yebo. What's that? Danko. What's that? Ah. You must focus. Keep your eyes on my Danko. What's that? Ah. I thought we agreed. Ay. What's that? Yebo. What's that? Danko. What's that? Yebo. What's that? Yepa. What's that? Yep. What's that? Ep. Yebo. What's that? Yepa. Danko. What's that? Yebo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Smonge. Very nice. Okay, I'm gonna ask for a volunteer from you guys, preferably a guy. One guy that will come down here and do the same thing I just did. Very easy, you just stamp your feet. Ooh, we have one, yes. A round of applause, ladies and gents. Yebo. Come on over. I don't know, it's not my fault. You are the chosen one. It was not me, I promise. You don't need the drum, my guy. Yeah, it says you're great. Okay. Spotlight on you. So all you do, you stamp your feet. They will give you a beat until you go very fast and you stop everybody. That's all. Are you good? Are you ready? Are you guys ready? Yeah! Take it away, my man. Yepa, yebo. Yeba. Ep. Yay. Now, a round of applause, ladies and gents. Your drum, sir. Now I see why you guys nominated him. He's good. Very good. One more volunteer. Do we have one more? Wanna try my luck? One more volunteer. Mazaiketa ongimthandayo. You know. Kethu mthanda njengofish kethu mthandayo. Mazaiketa ongimthandayo. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Aya, takaduk. All right. I like the chosen ones. You know why? They always give a surprise. For some reason, Yeah. All right. You know what to do, right? I don't need to explain. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Are you guys ready? Yeah. Take it away, my guy. Yebo. Yepa. Yebo. Ep. Yeba. Ep. Chesa. Ep. Yepa. Aibo. Yebo. Yeba. Oh, man, thank you. You see what I mean? These guys are good, man. All right, now, the next game we are going to play is called Shakira. You know why? Shakira's hips don't lie, ne? Yeah. So I'm going to be Shakira for the next couple of seconds. My hips don't lie. So I do that. You guys give me a beat on your drums. Are you ready? Yeah. Already nominating. All right. Focus. Are you guys ready? Yep. All right, let's do this. What's that? Yebo. What's that? Yepa. What's that? Danko. What's that? Yebo. What's that? Yep. What's that? Ep. Yepa. What's that? Yebo. Nice one. What's that? Shakira? Is Shakira out there? Shakira? A round of applause, ladies and gents. We have Shakira in the house. Yeah, man. Shakira. Shakira, but we can't see the hips.
Yes, when hips don't lie.
You're looking mighty fine this morning, Shakira, I must say. You know what to do, right?
I know what to do.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you guys ready? Take it away, baby girl. Yebo! Yeba, yeba, yeba! Ep, 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 ep! Chesa! Yeba! Yebo! Nice! Man, I like people who understand the assignment. Yeah. All right. One last Shakira. One last Shakira. One last Shakira. Shakira. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. This Shakira is acting all shy, but let me tell you, she's going to shock you. Shakira, are you ready? Everybody ready? Thank God, take it away.
Shakira.
Ay. Woo! Did I not tell you she was going to shock you? All right, everybody. Oh, grab your drums. Did I not tell you to grab your drums? I'm so sorry. All right, for those who still have their drums on the floor, you can grab your drums. And everybody else who does not have the drums, you are welcome to use your hands to join in. All right. Shosholoza, kule zuntaba stimela. Shosholoza, uyeye basimela. When uyabalega, uyeye stimela. When uyabalega, uyeye zontabas. On our drums, you go. Shosholoza, kule zontabas stimela. Shosholoza, uyeye when uyabalega, uyeye kule zontabas stimela. Shosholoza, kule zontabas stimela. Shosholoza, uyeye stimela. When uyabalega, what's up? Kule zontabas stimela. All right, everybody, faster, we go. What's up? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the day.
I'm gonna introduce a man that actually doesn't need introduction. So, Dr. Khalane, I'm just gonna ask you to come up. As the brain, the heart, the creator of what we see today. So I can't do you justice. So I know you can give yourself justice.
I love you. Is that time?
You're sitting most of the time, eh?
Yeah.
So I can just put a chair. Okay. Let me just take it out.
Hey, now you valley chairs at the time when we go see the
Last one, eh?
yeah.
Last one.
Go see the go see Sikelela Tina Lusapho lwayo Sikelela Tina Lusapho lwayo Sigele Africa Malu Pakanyi Sweet Tanarayo Israelita Dazo Yetu Ngosi Sikelela Oh Tina Lusapho lwayo Nkosi Sikelela Tina Lusapho lwayo Sikelela Tina Lusapho lwayo Sikele la tina sabolwa yo.
Konkone ba tla ka kgomo ba ja motho ke mana ba mmamoša ka legoa ba re ba tlo ja legoa lepe ke mabotlana mokgwabadi ya mmamodi o lekganyang maphoko a mare mongata bošego ba retwa mosegare ba retwa go se bane matseleng go ntsane go tshwarele mmamoši a thunya mosegare join
Nkosi sikele la tina lusapol layo. Nkosi sikele la tina lusapol layo.
say, sack, box, zadaga, take, cook, boom, 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 I'm just going to request three. Repapa Jamato. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. A little steady. 1, 2, 3. Ke gopela re thome mola moruti a re thometseng ona. Oh, see. Sikele la tina lusabo. Let's clap like that. Lusapola yo. Thank you. Pula. Let me do an encore and play with this song. Just push it a bit.
Tuyani
again. You can do salif. We can back. Yeah, salif is better. Thank you, Baba.
Thank you, Dr. Khalana. Thank you for coming up with this concept, really, and reminding us what Africa could be, what Africa should be. And as we're about to wrap up, we just need to remember that Africa, and a peaceful Africa, is not going to arrive by accident. It's going to require leadership. It's going to require courage. It's going to require healing. It's going to require all the innovation that we can get. And it will require very uncomfortable conversations that, often we want to just smile together, but there's a lot of hard conversations that we should have. And it's going to require that we stop treating peace as if it's somebody else's department somewhere. It's going to require us. So the guns will only be silenced when our children can dream safely, when our people can build their future, when women can lead without fear, when borders become bridges and not the borders that were made, and not made even by us. And when technology includes instead of excluding, and when Africa knows how to name its own name. So before we close, I would like to call CEO of Africa to come and give us a few words on partially on why we're here, but to also thank you for being here. Mr. Malaki Basilela, please come through.
Look, thank you, sir. I'd like to start off by where everybody wanted to start. And Umfundi started it so well.
izwa imithandazo yethu Nkosi sikelela thina lusapho lwayo. I thank you. I hope the prayers through the drums, the prayers silencing the guns will be heard and reverberate and do exactly what we, in conceptualizing this idea of silencing the guns, will come to reality, will come to fruition. It was a difficult moment when we came up with this concept. It was during COVID. And I can remember having to travel around the country. You needed a special permit. You must not forget there were permits that were required. And Dr. Khalan and his team had to get a permit to go somewhere in southern Joburg in the mine shafts to drum for this clarion call. It was done in the morning, and the horns to wake up the people, come and join us in drumming to silence the guns. And the message was sent across the continent that let us drum to silence the guns. This is the only thing that we have as a community. This is the only tool or instrument that we have. And we had to collaborate in doing that. And a few years later, today is 2026, these drums need to be reverberating even much louder and harder because we are faced with bigger challenges. The challenges are getting bigger and bigger. And I believe, and I strongly believe that we as people, the more we are faced and encountered with challenges, the better we are in dealing with those challenges. Our challenge today is how do we deal with these challenges that are currently facing us? Our continent needs to come together as an economic hub. We need to explore our cultural diversity and use that as our strength for unity. As a continent, we need to look for our economic strength. We need to use our minerals to build this unity that we want. As a continent, we need to use our intellectual abilities that we all individually and collectively have to bring the unity that we want. Our unity will not come from any external force, but it will start within us as individuals. When we become stronger as individuals and embracing each other as strong people, we cannot embrace ourselves on the continent as weak people or as beggars. We need to be stronger than that. And this is a challenge on this clarion call in drumming to silence the guns. I think the drumming of silencing the guns needs to find another point where it is drumming not only to silence the guns, but to bring the unity of the continent. And that is one of the dreams that our fathers had in their minds when in 1963, on this day, the OAU was founded. And this vision seems to be moving further and further away. But I believe it's in our hands that we can make this vision a reality, and it can no longer be a dream. It is not a change of names, but it's going to be what we do to make this reality be feasible and be something that is tangible, something that we can all enshrine and enjoy. And on that note, I want to thank everybody who has been here with us to celebrate Africa Day and our concept of silencing the guns, drumming to silence the guns. I want to thank Umfundisi for coming again. As OMC was saying that you are now part of the family. Actually, we can never start without you. Siyabonga Mfundisi. And the Freedom Park, they were partners. When we were looking for a place of worship, a place to silence the guns, we thought of two places. We thought of Freedom Park and we thought of the Union Building. On this day, I can recall we were planning to drum here and have other drummers at the Union Building. And this would be in unison. Then we're going to invite drummers across the continent, sitting under the trees, sitting on the water or river beds, drumming. And that, I think we can still do it because COVID had a lot of impact in some of the great plans that we had in drumming to silence the guns. And in so doing, I want also to thank our MC. Wow, Zinhle, thank you so much. You know, there is a team behind every successful event. And those people that you never see in the forefront, who never given the mic to say anything, they seem to be voiceless, but I need to give them a voice. Thank you guys for putting this thing together, you know. I'll use the mic on your behalf. The team there, where is the Teboho? I don't see her, you know. There she is, yeah. Yes, who doesn't know Dineo? Thank you so much. And of course, we have our family that's always here with us, Umam Changega. Thank you so much. Thank you for the support and my CFO out there and the team. Thank you. And please, thank you again, MC. I hand over to you. Dr. Khalana, of course, I've been saying this about you. He is also my neighbor from Hammanskraal. I thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Masilela. And thank you for allowing this to happen. This is a journey. It is a long journey. It's a journey that will take all of till the end of our own lives. But this is a journey that we need to start introducing to our children too, so that they can carry on the mantle, because Africa is not just a domain, you know, something to put as a domain. Africa is a home. Africa is wherever you are in the world. I remember being in Germany, just when you say Africa, it just sounds different. You feel the warmth, you feel the excitement of people, you feel the nature. So this is the Africa we own. So thank you for today. If you don't have a .Africa, because I'm going to sell, right? So if by any chance you aren't, you don't have a .Africa domain, spread the love. When you do your next project, that should be the choice. And let's talk. Let's start a conversation about this. Thank you so much for inviting me and trusting me to MC this ceremony. We are going to finish here now, and then we are going to have some lunch on the other side.